Do you ever feel stuck in a situation where you look around and think like, why them, not me? Why is it easy for other people? Why do they get to have what I want but I can't get it? And you can look at this a few different ways. So we're just going to talk about the different perceptions you can have about things not working out for you, but they work out for others. And we're going to figure out what, might be helpful for you. So the first way to look at it is other people just are luckier. They had a better upbringing, they had more opportunities, they're just more naturally gifted. I don't really have to question why it's working out for them and not me. I can just see it. I just see it. They are just better than me. Alternatively, you can say, I don't know why. I cannot understand. I think I'm good. I'm amazing. I'm trying really hard. Like, why does it seem to be like they can have something that I really want? It's just easy for them. It feels like the universe is out to get me, or it's just like I'm desperately unlucky. I can't really put my finger on it, but there must be something wrong with me. Neither of those thoughts are very empowering. Neither of those thoughts actually address the root issue. And the root issue is actually the truth. And the truth is those people who are getting the things you want, they have beliefs that support them getting it. Whether they are consciously aware of that or not, whether they worked really hard to cultivate those beliefs or they just naturally had those conditioned in their upbringing, which seems unfair, right? When you look at someone, you're like, well, they just, had all the right upbringing. Really what you're saying is they have been conditioned in their mind to believe that everything they want is theirs. There are people who have, lots of, wealth and everything in their family, but they still have terrible mental health issues and things like that. It's not that you just have the material things and everything works out for you. It is and I'm not saying money doesn't help, but there is conditioning around all sorts of aspects growing up that we develop beliefs based on. And so people who, seem successful in the thing that you want to be successful in have beliefs that support them in that. And maybe they are successful in a lot of different areas and they have a lot of really positive beliefs and they just have this belief system that works for them, getting the things that, at least the things that you perceive that you want. Maybe there are things that you don't recognize that they want, that they have limiting beliefs around, that they struggle with, right? But the point being, it's not about other people. When we see other people getting what we want, the only thing to take away from that is that it's possible. That what you want is possible. Other people are doing it. Even if you don't see anyone doing what you want, it's still possible. But the only thing you can take away from seeing someone else getting all the love and the money and the success and the happiness and freedom and health and whatever is that, okay, there exists beliefs within belief systems that make that a very possible real reality. And so all I need to do is figure out what beliefs can I believe that would support me in getting that. You can ask yourself, what would they believe? How would they frame the situation? How would they look at the situation I'm in? Would they feel like a victim? Would they feel like it never works out and it's really hard? Or would they maybe say, no, I'm going to get what I want. Like, I'm worth it. I'm amazing. I'm capable. I'll get through this. It's happening. It's mine. I would say that would be a really helpful belief. But yeah, when someone has something that you want, it's not an indication that you're not enough. It's not an indication that even you are doing anything wrong. It's not an indication that, I need to be better. A lot of the times we look at kind of where we went wrong in one situation. Maybe we have a pattern of experiences. Maybe we have like a pattern of failed relationships and we keep looking back at like, what did I do wrong this time? Okay, I have to fix that so I can be better the next time. What did I do wrong this time? I need to fix that. And we're kind of playing around with our behavior. But it's not about your behavior. It's not about how you, consciously choose to respond to things. It's not about one little mistake you make that makes it everything fall apart for you. It's the belief system you have. It's who you're embodying your being. Are you being somebody who has what you want? Because the people you see who have what you want are being the people who have what they want. And it's easy to say, well, of course they are. They have it now. That's what you have to do. You have to be the person who has what you want so fully. Be the person who believes that what you want is available to you. You are capable of having it and holding it and keeping it. You are worthy of it. You deserve it. There is nothing that's going to stand in your way. It's safe. You are secure in having it. You absolutely, are going to be better off having it. All those beliefs. And then there are all sorts of, little limiting beliefs under the surface that you might want to tease out and work through. But ultimately, when you see someone who has what you want, there's nothing wrong with you. You don't need to compare who you are to them. You can just recognize that it is available. And so all I need to do is align my beliefs, focus my attention, focus my being, my state of being, how I feel, think thoughts that allow me to feel like the person who absolutely can have this thing, who will have this thing, who is getting closer and closer to living this reality. So you're not a victim. And I know it can feel that way. I know it can feel like things are extra hard for you. You just have a belief that is making it extra hard for you. You can feel like it's not fair. Like it's easier for them. They just have the beliefs and I have to do all this work to change my beliefs. And you could just sit and stay there and say, this isn't fair. I shouldn't have to work so hard for this or I shouldn't have to, make these changes. I shouldn't have to be thinking anything about this. I should just have it as easy as they do. Okay, but how does that feel? How does that help you? You're absolutely welcome and valid to feel that way. There's nothing wrong with that assessment or how that feels. I can understand and empathize for sure. And it doesn't actually help you get what you want. And so at some point we have to kind of overcome this hurdle of living in the state of it's not fair to, well, maybe it's not fair, but I'm just gonna swear there. I'm gonna do it. I am going to just do the inner work. And it's not inner work to improve yourself. You're not working to become better. It's I'm going to do the inner work to figure out what's out of alignment and just realign to what I want. I'm in alignment with something else right now, and I'd like to be in alignment with getting what I want. So I'm just going to go in and do the shuffling around and, maybe feel some tough feelings, maybe process some thoughts and old stories and get into alignment with what I want. And I will say, if you want to put a positive spin on that, there is so much power and just, it's such a profound feeling sometimes to really know yourself on a deeper level. And the people who just get what they want and just have beliefs that support them don't always have that benefit of that realization of their power, that realization of how lovable you are and how worthy you are and how capable you are, and like that aha epiphany of like knowing yourself in this deep, profound new way. And that can be a really beautiful thing. So, it's not always fun working through limiting beliefs, but you do have the other side of it where you get to see your massive transformation. And yes, you'll see it externally, but that inner transformation just feels amazing and it's so empowering. So if you'd like help working through your limiting beliefs and aligning to what you want, absolutely book a free consultation, a chat with me. Otherwise, just focus on what you would believe to be true if you were someone who already had what you want. And not just what you would believe to be true, what would be true? What would have to be true if you had what you want? You'd have to be worthy of it. You'd have to be capable of it. It would have to be available to you. You make those so true to you by focusing on them, feeling them in your body. This is who I am. This is how the world is. This is my truth. And you practice that persistently, and soon enough, it is natural and you do experience it. Okay. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care.